Hey all, Kate here from their old minecart, and oh boy. So yeah, sometimes I think about wanting to do like a collaboration with Funko, but I also don't want to because I am afraid or worried that they might possibly accidentally leak something. Which, you know, is what happened to Scott Coffin in early 2020, specifically the summer break of 2020. So basically, like, again, this happened for me on summer break, and this was going, like, I heard about this news when, like, it was literally, like, the day me and my family were leaving to go move to Arkansas. So I was outside waiting for everyone to come outside so we could get in the car and get going. And I got a notification on Twitter, and I checked Twitter to see that Funko basically leaked Glamrock Chica through early FNAF Security Breach merch, which I saw two things. One, isn't it a little early for this stuff to be coming out? Like, the game isn't even out yet. And then two, holy crap, Glamrock Chica looks derpy as all hell. Which, here's the thing, obviously I'm not the only one who thinks this, but, like, if you just look at, like, any Glamrock Chica merch and just, like, remove the body, she looks like a rejected Angry Bird. I'm just saying. I'm just being honest. But yeah, I actually wanted to get the Glamrock Chica action figure because how derpy it looked. So yeah, the things we got were the action figures, like I just mentioned, plushies, and the mystery minis. And because the only characters we got were Glamrock Freddy, Glamrock Chica, Roxanne Wolf, Monty, and Vanny, yeah, we didn't really have a huge variety of characters for the mystery mini wave of Security Breach. Mostly got the main five and then recolors or variants. Yippee! So yeah, so because this was basically an early leak, and because of how lazy these pieces of merch were, yeah, when Scott found out, I don't think he was that happy. But before we get to that, let's actually talk about the merch itself, from starting with the mystery minis. Like I mentioned, because we only got 5 characters, we don't really have a huge variety in the mystery mini wave. But out of all the characters to get the most duplicates, it's Glamrock Freddy. Which, honestly, the fact that Funko decided to give us multiple variations of Glamrock Freddy, I think... I'm pretty sure Funko saw into the future, realized how many simps Glamrock Freddy would have, and then just decided to, like, give him 4 mystery minis. Because, like, Funko realized, wait, people are going to be down bad for the Glamrock animatronics. Specifically Glamrock Freddy. I don't know why, I just feel like there's someone at the Funko HQ who can, like, look into the future and they're like, okay, so, basically, a bunch of people are going to be simping for these characters, specifically Glamrock Freddy. They're going to start calling him Glam Daddy and all this other stuff, so let's make 4 different mystery minis of Glamrock Freddy. How about that? I don't know, but, yeah, and honestly, I don't hate them. Sure, it's annoying that there's barely any variation, but, you know, I don't hate it. Next, we have the plushies, and the only one I have is Roxanne, but besides that, yeah, these plushies aren't great, especially Roxanne. More specifically with her hair, and her hair just, I don't know, just the hair of the plush, it just it just feels like it's always dirty. Like, I don't know why. I don't like that. Well, actually, fun fact, Funko actually did a re-release of the plushies where they made some changes because obviously, as you can tell, yeah, these plushies are missing some things. So yeah. And now we finally get to the action figures. Oh boy. Okay, let's start off with Vanny. Honestly, she's the least offensive. The only problem I have are her eyes. And now, yes, another problem is the joints, which honestly I would prefer if the joints were white, because, you know, Vanny is not a animatronic. Unless it's later revealed in the Ruin DLC that she actually is, but besides that, yeah, besides the joints, it's mostly the eyes, they just look a little weird, so probably some adjustments to the eyes, but besides that and the black joints, no problems, honestly. It's pretty decent. Next one, we have Roxane Wolf. Also known as Foxy cosplaying as Roxane Wolf, because the head, the body honestly looks decent, but it's the head. More specifically, like the face and stuff. Like, that's I'm sorry, you cannot tell me that this is Roxane Wolf. This is literally just Foxy cosplaying as Roxane Wolf. Then our next one is Monty, and honestly, I don't really hate him that much. The two changes that I would make is, first of all, make him a bit more bulkier, and second of all, give paint to his sunglasses, because again, it just makes him feel unfinished. Next one we have is Glamrock Freddy, also known as Funtime Freddy, who just went to the gym for half a year and then decided to start cosplaying as Glamrock Freddy. And I say this because the head shape. Glamrock Freddy has a slightly round head, and if you look at this, you can clearly tell that this is just an edited Funtime Freddy head, so, you know, there's that. And then finally, Glamrock Chica. Yeah, you can probably tell by her face that she looks like a pelican. And like I mentioned, if you removed the body, she would look like a rejected Angry Bird. So, yeah, and obviously in the game, Glamrock Chica looks, oh, you know, a lot prettier. So, there's that. But then we get to my main problem of the action figure line. And that's the fact that this seems to be the line that is the cause of no more Build-A-Figures. Now, you're probably confused. Kate, what is a Build-A-Figure? Well, a Build-A-Figure, like, there are some action figure lines out there, example being Marvel Legends, where basically there will be a line of action figures and each action figure will contain a part of either a action figure of a special character or a action figure of a bigger character, with the second one being Marvel Legends. And basically, if you collected all the action figures, part of the line, you could take the parts and get a extra bonus figure. And honestly, for me, that was the only reason why you would want to get all of the Funko action figures, or like all the FNAF action figures, just so you could get that bonus figure. But no, Funko just decided to remove the bonus figures, like, seriously. Like, we could have had, like, maybe Glitch Trap as a bonus figure, but then again, they probably would have not had a character for the, Curse of Dreadbear line. Like, maybe we even could have had, like, Gregory as a Build-A-Figure or something. Sure, that would be a little lame, considering, you know, Gregory is, small. So, yeah, or most importantly, we could have built Vanessa. We could have built the White Woman. Funko, we could have built the White Woman. like, we could have had that. Like, we could have had a Build-A-Figure of Vanessa. But no, just remove the Build-A-Figure because, oh, we need to save money! Which, honestly, removing the Build-A-Figure to save money, that's stupid, because here's the thing. Like I mentioned earlier, like, the whole reason why getting the earlier waves of FNAF action figures, especially all of them, was important is so you could get that bonus figure. And because, the more figures people buy, the more money Funko and Scott make. So, just getting rid of the Build-A-Figures, it not only removes a reason to want to buy all of the main FNAF action figures, unless you actually want all of them, but it also kind of is a way of Funko shooting themselves in the foot, because, they're basically making it where people won't want to buy a good amount of figures or something. Like, people will only want to buy figures of characters they like. And again, like, sure, there are some people who will buy them anyways, even if there is no Build-A-Figure, but still, it's just removing the whole Build-A-Figure, it just, I don't know, it just takes away from the line, and I don't like it. Or heck, like, I know this doesn't make sense, but we could literally have, like, Wizard Freddy or something. Like, come on, Funko, make the Wizard animatronics. You've constantly used Wizard Freddy in most of your FNAF advertisements. But also, like I mentioned with Funko shooting themselves in the foot, they also shot themselves in the foot because, well, we weren't supposed to see the Glamrock animatronics at this time. I'm pretty sure, like, the start was definitely with the calendar, and the thing that really got Scott's attention was the leak of this merchandise, which led to this comment on Reddit, which is from Scott's account himself, that says, "Hey everyone, try not to let any of this bother you too much. Things will be happening very, very differently going forward." And that last part of that comment, that stuck with people, because honestly, okay, I'm going to have to give context to this, but all the way back when Microsoft revealed their version of the Wii's motion sensors in the form of the Kinect, let's just say the Kinect had some problems, a good amount of problems, and there happened to be this picture taken of Shigeru Miyamoto's reaction to it, and as you can see, yeah, Shigeru does not look happy whatsoever, and to my knowledge, this is the only picture of Shigeru Miyamoto where he isn't smiling. Because most of the pictures that he's in, he's happy. Like, he's happy. He's full of joy. But this, to my knowledge, is the only image out there where he isn't smiling. And honestly, because of that, this image just radiates some sort of energy. It just radiates some sort of power that shows or says that, like, someone is going to die. Because, again, it's just, I don't know, just the power this image radiates. It just feels like something bad is going to happen, which is the same energy this picture also radiates. And because, after learning about this, yeah, this was basically another way of Funko shooting themselves in the foot. And, after a possible legal conversation, later on, Funko revealed the security breach statues, which were of this picture here and one of Vanessa and Benny. Which, at the time people thought, oh, they're separate characters, but then it was shown that, oh, they're the same character, but also they're not the same character. I swear, FNAF 4 is so confusing. And sadly, for the two statues, their prices are kind of, yeah, they're that. And also this is just a theory, but I feel like when Funko agreed to make the statues, they also had to agree that they couldn't make Funko Pops of the security breach characters for a certain amount of time. Which yeah, that's true, because after this leak and the possible legal conversation. Yeah, we didn't get any security breach Funko Pops, and usually for most of the FNAF games, we usually get like a good amount of Funko Pops of most of the characters. But there's hope for the FNAF Funko Pops, actually. Because, okay, Funko Pop has, or not Funko Pop, but Funko has a Funko Pop card game called Something Wild. And they have different licensed versions, and one of them happens to be FNAF. And it was discovered a few months ago that they are going to be making a security breach version. Now, this is weird because, like I mentioned, we don't have any FNAF security breach Funko Pops. And while yes, there are multiple fan edits, those are fan-made, not official. So, when this card game is, like, revealed, will we be getting security breach Funko Pops? That'd be pretty good, especially since, it's a cheap alternative to FNAF U2s. Which, no, I'm not saying that as a way to say, oh, Funko is better than U2s. No. U2s will always be better than Funko. But yeah, as I was saying, it would definitely be like a more cheaper alternative, because obviously if you wanted to get all 4 of the Glamrocks, you'd have to pay $120, and, while $120 isn't a lot, a good amount of people don't really usually have $120 laying around just to get 4 really good figures. So, yeah, but besides that, I'm excited for any of the future security breach merch Funko has, and despite my views on Funko, I still like their stuff. Especially since, well, yes, a good amount of their stuff is on the slightly cheap side, it's also not horrible. Sometimes. And hey, the future of security breach merch is looking bright, especially since, they're doing stuff for Ruin, and, that's neat. So, yeah. So, anyways, that was it for this video. Make sure you all subscribe and like for more, and I'll see you all later. Peace out, home guards, and goodbye!